Hi, I'm Nigel Kent, and welcome to Trouble in Paradise, the podcast where we put everything about Southwest Florida in perspective, even if it's awesome, auspicious, or awkward. And tonight I am joined by a very, very wonderful and taste-tastic guest by the name of Jazmine Starr. Jazmine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. We've been through some guests lately because there's been a vacancy in the seat that you're sitting in. And we're a little bit concerned about our friend Gabby, who was
Yes.
last seen somewhere north of the Viagra Triangle.
This is true. Gabby has been missing, and we may have spotted her.
So we hope that we're going to be able to track down some clues and possibly find out where Gabby may have disappeared to, which is the Viagra Triangle, we think. Craigslist, missed connection ads. What is this missed connection ad?
Misconnections are where people have had some kind of random chance encounter and or just proposition for somebody looking for a little connection here locally.
A connection. Like,
Like-
let's get together and play bridge.
Yes. Plumbing. I'm finding a lot of plumbing is needed in
Is that code language for
Southwest
something?
Florida. We'll find out.
Okay. So misconnections, and then we're also going to talk about the ever wonderful and aloof, probably the most prolific and talented criminal in the whole world, and that's Florida man, or in this case, Florida woman, who decided that she was going to walk through the Miami International Airport naked while singing. And yes, thanks to Jazmine Starr, we have video. You're welcome. So what is the Viagra Triangle?
The Viagra Triangle is the area at the Mercado, and it's the little club triangle that is the Blue Martini, Cavo, and Rocky Patel's Burn. Creates a little vortex of
Viagra-related activity?
interesting activity. Yeah, where people lose all senses, and they're quite candid. And I was able to experience some of that when I was trying to locate Gabby.
Okay. And to be fair, I don't necessarily know that Gabby has been lost in the Viagra Triangle, but I do know that a lot of women go there on a Saturday night, never to be heard from again, because they get swept up into the...
It's true. It's true. The lurkers that sit by the wall. I think it's kind of like Stranger Things. They just kind of go into the vortex there as they walk to the bathroom, and then they never come back.
It's like what do they call it in Stranger Things? The upside down?
Yes. Yeah.
So, but they actually, aren't some of them like in that weird hospital, that government hospital where they're like experimenting on kids and doing weird stuff like that? You don't think that the Viagra Triangle is like a gateway to that sort of...
No, I think it's just a gateway to the older men in their fedoras and hyper-stimulated sex drives with their Viagra and Cialis.
So, okay, that's something that I'm not familiar with. Perhaps you can enlighten me, because I know that I know you have somewhat of a, shall we say, a medical background, a little bit, perhaps.
I do. I do.
So, do
Yeah.
these drugs actually increase the libido, or do they just increase the
Blood flow.
Okay,
They increase the blood flow.
so that
and,
makes for a better
yeah.
erection.
Yes. Yeah, definitely for a better erection. Not that I would personally, well, maybe I like from past experience, having not taken it myself. But yes, it does help men of a certain
So you
problem.
awkwardly explained that you have not taken this men's drug yourself.
No, I have not taken the drug myself.
And so you've denied taking Viagra, but you perhaps know somebody who explained to you about Viagra.
I personally know someone who used a little Cialis, which is just the extended form of Viagra.
Like
So,
a all day release or something like that.
like 3 days.
Somebody characterized using Viagra as like just watching your dick become a whole nother person and go do everything that it needs to do by itself and sort of getting a mind of its own.
I think we should try that.
Okay, that's
Florida man?
no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should come back to that subject, right? Because now I'm blushing. So people go to the Viagra Triangle then and they get lost.
Sometimes they do, yes. Yeah.
Do they get lost in the atmosphere?
Um, it's a little seedy sometimes. The kind of propositions that come out of um, the men of the triangle, they're pretty.
So what? Obviously, some men have propositioned you at the Viagra Triangle. So
Yes.
what's the most appealing proposition that you've ever received?
None have been appealing.
Okay, what's the least unappealing?
That would be Fred with his fedora.
Okay, Fred with his
Um,
Fredora.
Yeah, with his fedora, yes. And he let me know where he lived and that he had a lot of money.
Oh, that sounds like that probably happens a lot there.
Yeah, and I was approached this past weekend when I was looking for Gabby on a park bench when I was sitting there with a girlfriend, and apparently he thought that maybe we were escorts just because we were sitting on a bench. I don't know. But
I always assume automatically that if I
he
see a
thought-
woman sitting on a bench that she's an escort. I mean, that's a tell. That's a dead giveaway, right?
it possibly was the way I was dressed, maybe a little bit, but I mean, I was high class, if anything. But yeah, it was. He asked if he could help aid our digestion by inviting us to the Blue Martini to have some drinks and to let me know that he did have another friend that would be involved in the activity.
He actually suggested aiding your digestion.
Yes, he did.
Did this guy have a particular kind of accent?
He did. He had a Russian accent or like Slavic, maybe. He was definitely like foreign. I met some interesting men that
I would pay money to hear your impression of him saying, "I would like to aid your digestion."
How much money do you have?
I think I have $11 total right now. Is that enough?
Perhaps.
You want to think about it and come back to it?
I don't know because the price I was going to put on that was, significant.
More than $11
Absolutely.
to do an impression on a podcast?
Oh, no, I thought we were referring to digestive.
Oh, you thought I offered to pay you for digestive assistance?
Yes.
No, I'm just trying to hear you do your impression of this dude talking.
Oh, okay.
This is how misunderstandings start, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know. Be open and honest at all times. It's important.
It went something like, I see that that you're sitting here and you're a very beautiful woman, and I wonder if you could help in coming with me. I have friend for you, and possibly we aid in your digestion. We have
Not real.
we have a club, the club right down the way, and if you come with me, and like I say, I have friend, then we will we will have fun with you,
So, did it really take him that long to spit it all out?
pretty much.
So, what did you say? What was your reply?
I was dumbfounded, and I'm not very good in situations like that. I just kind of like a deer in headlights. I did impersonate him on video after the fact. But in response, when somebody approaches me, I just kind of like,
Did you send me a video impersonation already?
no, I didn't.
But you already video impersonated him.
I did.
This is your second time video impersonating him.
Well, I mean, I think it was probably better the first time because it was fresh in my mind, but it pretty much went down that way.
So this is good. And I didn't even have to pay $11 for it.
No.
It's even better. I can still afford to get dinner. So, is that the weirdest thing that's ever happened at the Viagra Triangle?
No. No. The weirdest thing was being stalked by a man with a little hand.
A man with a little hand.
Yes.
Can you, so what, he had like one hand that was larger than the other hand, or what?
No, he had one of the, like a little prosthetic little finger puppet, and he was very attracted to me, and he followed me around. Then people actually thought we were together, which was totally insulting, because I have better taste than that.
Was he at least a good-looking man with a little hand?
No, he was gross. And then of course, then his friend is like, you should see him in real life. Like we're not in real life when he's dancing around with his little hand. It's like people just go into like the triangle, and then they don't think, like, all of a sudden, like, they're not real people anymore. It's not real life. It becomes
Well, what
fantasy
happens in
land.
the triangle stays in the triangle.
And some people just never come out. So this guy with his little hand apparently is a straight-laced gentleman, according to his friend, by all other.
So how do you get unstraight-laced? I mean, is it you just do a bunch of blow and go drink and now you're crazy? Or
I don't.
Is it just merely walking in the front door?
I don't know, but he was obsessed, and I happened to catch a little video clip of him.
Oh, you did? Of
I
the little
did.
hand man.
Of the little hand man.
And did you happen to catch the little hand man's name?
I didn't. He followed me around the triangle. I tried to get away from him, and by the third place, I actually told the bouncer I needed some help, because little hand man was kind of stalking me a little bit.
Is this the video here?
No.
Oh, this is, that's a different video, right?
That was, yeah.
This is Little Hand Man?
This is Little Hand Man.
He looks slightly crazy.
Yeah, apparently he's normal in real life.
According to his friend.
According to his friend.
All right, so let's watch this video. And you said this guy like really had it in for you. Like he wanted to.
I found a table of girls because I was so nervous about the way that Little Hand Man was being. That these are complete strangers, the women that I'm with there. And I had to like summon myself into like a safe area.
Okay, so you're essentially hiding from Little Hand Man, but it looks
No,
like...
he's not. I'm not hiding. He knew where I was. I'm just trying to like safety in numbers at this point. It's like I tried to make myself part of a herd.
Okay. All right, so let's watch it. What?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yep.
This guy's in jail now, right?
No,
Look at that. That guy's got jail face.
That's
a mugshot face.
Yeah.
All right. Did you at least get a chance to talk to him?
I talked to him a lot.
And what did you find out about his little hand?
I think I have a little bit of PTSD because I don't remember much about the conversation. I just know that he was a little frightening, and he scares people like me away.
So of course he does. He has a little tiny hand on his index finger.
It all starts out like, hi, what's your name? Where are you from? Do you live around here? Oh, what do you do for a living? And then the creepy little hand comes out. And then I think that's when men maybe show you like their little like freaky side.
Huh. So, in other words, you're not the little tiny hand doesn't do anything for you.
No,
Oh, and here I thought it was a feature.
it was his gimmick, you know. I guess like some guys, I don't know what guys do to like impress women because I don't have much experience with being
Okay,
impressed. But
he does look crazy.
no, what I like is if you back it up a little bit, like, oh, that's just, yeah, okay. This little
This
hand
is my
thing,
favorite part here
when
because
he
it looks
does like the little thing with his, yeah.
that.
He almost does like maybe even a little bit back further. He does like a little
It's
like a little
choreographed.
ba 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 ba, and
Clearly, he has spent some time.
this is his thing.
He spent some time in the mirror working on this. You know, he
Yeah.
kind of looks like.
You can't tell me that he in real life he doesn't.
He also has extremely tiny ears. I don't know if his little hand is smaller than his little ears or what.
Aw, well, maybe he has a syndrome. Maybe I shouldn't make fun of him so much. But
What is
he's
he doing? Why is he scratching
there.
his head? He's scratching his head with his little hand.
Well,
While his other hand, which is pretty big actually, is just
is hanging limply by his side.
All right, let's watch this again. Oh, look at this! When you watch it in reverse, he gets really happy at the end. Look
No,
at
it's kind of like when a woman wins like the beauty pageant. Oh my god! Ah! You know, it's like he's so excited.
Oh, it's he's having like he just remembered something that he's like having some kind of weird brain situation where things are occurring to him and he's just his personality's suddenly changing and he's like squirrel and it goes away. Ah. All right, let's watch it again. You know what?
Here's jazz hands and spirit fingers and going down.
Goes in for the nipple tweak.
Yeah. Oh, catch it.
So interestingly, there is this one thing that he does right here. I think he almost loses his little hand, because watch what he does.
He's got to fix his finger.
Yeah, it was about to fly off.
And we can't. Oh yeah, no, because we can't get funky with a loose finger.
Let's make a meme out of this video and just a GIF. Let's make a looping GIF out of it. We're gonna make this guy famous. Boom. So that's the little hand guy, huh?
That's little hand guy.
And did you ever find out what little hand guy's name is?
If I had to remember, it might be Jeff, but I don't know.
I love this entire time. I've got it on Jazmine cam, and you're like you're making this face. It's like
You don't know how traumatic it was.
apparently it was pretty traumatic.
It was so gross. When you have to have a bouncer intervene, like.
Oh, you had to go get professional help in this case?
Yes. I crossed through the triangle. I left the Blue Martini. I went to Burn, and all of a sudden he's there at Burn.
Because that video was at Blue Martini, right?
That was at Blue.
Okay.
So then he like shimmies his way like into Burn.
So he's just dropping cover charges like it's nothing.
Right. I mean, he probably had some good cheddar, but
It sounds like he went through $60 just getting into places that night.
to follow me around.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I left there and I went to Cavo, and then he appeared at Cavo, and then I went back to Blue Martini, and at that point,
And you still couldn't shake him.
I told the bouncer at Blue Martini that, I needed some help.
And did he help? Did he get rid of him at that point?
They didn't allow him back in.
And did you find Gabby? I guess that wasn't your Gabby night, was it?
No, that was a previous experience. Gabby, when I went to look for her, um, I I was just people watching because I was waiting to see if she would happen to come into the club, and I was watching the band. And for anybody that knows the setup there, there's like a little platform. It has a little blue light. People set their drinks on there, and it was really busy. So I decided I would just sit there. Seemed to be a safe place until a very
You keep going back into the Viagra Triangle and then trying to find a safe place like every time you go there.
well, that particular night, I was supposed to have a wingman with me, and she bailed. She wasn't feeling well, and I knew that I needed to try to find Gabby. So
So you went in, you're like, no,
I went
no Gabby
in.
left behind.
Yeah, I went in to look for her, and then this vivacious brunette with sparkly glitter heels that were platform heels and a coral dress was quite inebriated, or appeared to be.
That's half the people at that joint. That's
I
just how
know,
it
but
is.
I'm just me, and she got in my personal space, and are you playing with your nipples? Oh, yeah,
Okay. Just showing off the merch.
the merch. That's my merch.
Yeah, that is your merch. That's the Jazmine Starr T-shirt, which I know I just hijacked the subject, but I might as well show it to you now. Look at that T-shirt with Jazmine Starr on it,
I have the best photographer in the world.
and she's even wearing her Cleveland Indians jersey, and her Cleveland Indians hat, which probably would make most Cleveland Indians fans happy. So anyway, this vivacious brunette. That look was like, what? This vivacious brunette dancing inebriated
Yes, in my personal space.
in your personal space.
So,
Now, did she walk into your personal space or was she forced into it?
no, she totally walked into it. She set her drink down like inches from me. I'm kind of, I like my space. I like to be left alone. I don't like to be.
Man, I haven't been on MySpace in probably 10 years.
That's 10 years more than me. Never
Well,
on
you said
it.
you like MySpace.
Personal space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I when I go out, I'm nice to people, but I try to put a big FU on my forehead so people don't get in my personal space. But
Like
this,
resting bitch face?
yeah. And then people come over and then they're like,
What's wrong with you, honey?
"Are you not having fun? Are you
Yeah.
here alone?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
The oldest tricks in the book.
I live in my RV.
Hey.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Hey. Wow. That describes me, both of those.
This one was different.
This one was different.
Yes.
I live in my RV. Well, that's, I mean, there's some $500,000 RVs out there that are pretty nice.
Well,
Let me take you back to my RV.
Yeah.
Want to go check out my RV? It's parked right around the corner. It's got 3 slide outs.
3?
Yeah.
I think I can only handle 2 at one time, Nigel.
Okay. So anyway,
So
anywho,
back to this bubbly
your
brunette.
bubbly brunette buddy, yes.
Yeah. So she's in my personal space, and fire up the video of her.
Okay, well that's not her, that's you.
That is me trying
Oh,
to.
she's up here.
Yes.
She's in the background.
Yes. I was trying to give you an SOS to let you know, like, I needed help.
All right, you want me to just play it?
Fire away.
Fire away. Oh my God. She's having a lot of fun.
She is, and her white panties are too,
Yeah.
which are, thanks to the blue thing I was sitting on, they're like glowing in the dark.
There's a little bit of moose knuckle going on there. And I'm concerned that this might get us like banned on YouTube if we show this video. Because I'm pretty sure that I saw some moose knuckle.
No.
Yeah, would you like shoot me? No, look.
Where?
There is absolutely some moose knuckle going on.
I can't see it.
You don't see the moose knuckle?
No, maybe I need to put glasses on.
It's like overlapping the side of the... This is going to be really gross for all the people who know me personally and don't believe that I ever talk like this. But there's labia overlapping the outside of the panty. Okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Then she's clearly a mother.
Well, it could be.
Or,
I mean, you can see... There's pretty much everything.
you know.
You can see her butt from the front.
You know,
she doesn't care. She is really having... Look at her face.
She's got, yeah, and she even looks into the camera.
I gotta find
Like,
that. I gotta
she
find
knows. She knows that I'm filming her, and she just is like, hey.
that. I don't think I can... I just want to see her face close up for a second. I don't know if I can.
She's so happy.
Yeah, look at her. She's just enjoying life, man. And you look at you. You're like, I'm the documentarian.
I know. Part of me, like,
She's pretty much looking at the camera right there.
I know. She's totally into it, and she's just like, ugh.
All she needs is a brass pole.
Yeah, but you know what?
Oh, look at that.
You know what? In real life, she's probably not like this.
No, probably not. But that's why people go out on the weekend. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Now she just noticed that you're filming
she's
her.
like, hey.
And then you turned it off real quick. Oh, look at your face right there.
Yeah.
Look. You're like, get me out of here.
Yes.
She looks like she's actually a vampire about to lurch at you.
Yeah. Thank God I Kissed a Girl wasn't playing. Because I really think she would have...
So that was that, and she didn't ask you about the video or anything, huh?
No. She kept dancing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing left to the imagination there.
September is a great song.
Yeah, it is. Yep,
It's very...
It's a great song as long as you haven't played it 1,000 times, and then it's... You get over it.
I don't like it, personally. I just was being sarcastic.
Yeah, it's a little overplayed at this point.
Slightly, especially if you go to the Blue Martini. You'll hear it every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
So these people that you've met, clearly that woman was in love with you, right? Now, and this guy with the little hand, that guy was in love with you. Clearly.
Yes.
These people fall in love with you as soon as you walk into that place. So if you're at the Blue Martini, that means somebody...
I am the Blue Martini sweetheart.
Yeah, and you get into the Viagra Triangle, and automatically hearts are broken by Jazmine Starr just by your very presence.
It happens.
So there's probably a lot of missed connections from these poor people whose hearts you're breaking.
Which, you know, I never had really looked at missed connections. I'd heard about them, so I thought I would look some up today, and I just, like, I couldn't believe what I came across.
Okay. So, would you like me to read one of the missed connection ads? Just to get your reaction? Okay. This one says, missing my fast food redhead, Cape Coral. OMG, twice this week I went into America's most popular fast food drive-thru, and twice you were at the first window. The first time we exchanged pleasantries and I detected a potential connection. But today, after you told me I ordered my sandwich the exact way you do, I knew I want to date you, but could not say anything because you are working and I didn't want to be bringing trouble upon you. Look, if you see this and don't mind the age difference, I would to take you out. I would to take you out for coffee and lunch and discuss the possibilities of pursuing a great relationship. If anyone sees this who knows the redhead I am speaking of, please tell her of this post. Thanks. And I guess they give you a way to reply.
Apparently so. You can just, yeah, hit the little reply button. Um, my question, what is America's most popular fast food drive-through?
I'm going to assume that that's McDonald's or something, right? Or if it's a drive-through only, maybe Sonic. There's no Sonic around here, is
No.
there?
Well, this is in Cape Coral, so I mean, the,
It
on Del Prado.
well,
So I'm not familiar with the area,
well there's
but
probably a thousand drive-throughs on Del Prado. Cape Coral's really big, so it's got to be McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's, right?
but like this person is so like into like you and I, we order our sandwiches the exact same
I
way,
know.
and
With
I've
cheese.
I've got to have you.
I know.
Like there's no denying this connection.
I love though. I'm assuming this is a dude, right?
I would say so.
But when
With
he
the red
says
hair.
if you don't mind the age difference, like I want to know how old this guy is. He used the word upon. Nobody uses the word upon
I
unless
use
they're.
the word upon.
I know, but you're a nerd. I'm just saying, like no millennial is going to use the word upon in a thing like this.
Once upon a time.
The first time we exchanged pleasantries,
Yeah,
I
that's
detected-
it. That right there.
that means he's like a.
See,
Yeah, he's an older
I'm getting
guy.
ready to like whip out like the proper English. That right there.
Yes. And I detected I detected.
Detected.
My potential connection detector went off.
The first time we exchanged pleasantries.
Oh, that's funny. All right, well, what do you got?
My swampy friend.
What?
Yes. Moved away for a while. Was wondering if my swampy friend is still around. I think you lived in Three Oaks area. But what I want to know is, what the hell is a swampy friend?
I know.
Like, is that like if somebody has like web toes, or like what constitutes a swampy friend?
Maybe this was
Is this
posted by
code?
Swamp Ape. Could be. There could be
Could
a
be.
Swamp Ape connection going on here.
Gabby
Maybe Gabby's crying for help here. Or maybe it's
moved
Scooter.
away for a while. Swampy friend.
Maybe
Where
we-
does she? I don't know where she lives.
Save that one so we can reach out and find out.
Okay.
I know what city she lives in, but
Yeah. We'll have to maybe.
best not to mention it because I don't want to derail the search effort.
Right. So if anybody has seen her, has any tips, please reach out to Trouble in Paradise.
Yes, Trouble in Paradise on Facebook, Tipcast2 on Twitter, and I think there is Paradise Gabby Fallen on Instagram if anybody would like to attempt to reach out directly to Gabby. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So save that one. That's a potential. That could be a cry for help.
That could be a lead.
Yeah,
Swampy.
that might be a message from the other side of the Viagra Triangle. From our dear friend. So mine says Walmart in Port Charlotte. Okay.
I want you to read this one, like, with a little bit of, like, you got to give it to me in character.
Okay. Okay, pretty lady. We kept walking by each other. You had on those gosh darn sexy leather looking shorts. You were just killing me. Love to chat and or more.
I thought they only talk like that in Lehigh. Gosh.
Gosh.
Gosh darn.
No, Port Charlotte is kind of far north. It might be a little more country up
Those
there.
gosh darn sexy leathers.
I mean, how do you even? What are the odds? First of all, like the odds of the person reaching the person that they actually want to reach are kind of infinitesimally slim, right?
Right. Slim to none.
So this is about being reached out to by other people. That's what this is about. You want other people to respond.
Or somebody is so desperate to like, like little hand man could say, I blew you a kiss with my little hand, like, you know, and if if you have that on video and can prove that to me that that was you, I'm all yours. And like just hoping that
You're literally
this could
giving little
happen.
hand man instructions on how to get you, like on how to.
Well, no,
Uh,
that was a while ago. Anyway, I'm taken.
next.
What's the next one you got on yours there?
Mine is about grandma.
Yeah.
You want me to do a character for this one too?
Yeah.
Oh God. I just read this one. I don't know if I can do a character for this.
Okay. Do you want me to just read it?
You want to read this one?
I can read it.
Okay, you read this one.
Looking for that grandmas that miss using their oral skills. I know you want to put your experience to use.
Grandmas specifically?
Grandmas, yeah. In Lehigh Acres.
Is this an old guy, you think?
Looking for the grandmas that miss using their oral skills. I think somebody
So they're looking for widows then, because otherwise they'd still be married and maybe still be using their oral skills, right? Or why do they
have to be married?
Why do they have to be grandmas?
Maybe because
pull the dentures out.
Fetish.
No teeth.
Yes. We're on the same page.
Okay.
Because that's why I was thinking grandmas.
So they're not going to get any scraping on their shaft. I mean, have you ever had a teeth scrape on your shaft?
No, I've never.
I've never actually received a blowjob, but I've heard people say about it that it's. I've heard people say it can be very dangerous, and other people have said that it's very enjoyable. But because I myself have never received one, I don't necessarily know how to identify. Okay. And moving on.
Oh shit.
So the next one I have is driving in Naples in blue car. And this one says, looking for the young lady who was driving the blue car next to me in Naples. Wow, that could really narrow things down, right?
The blue one.
You seem to be taking care of an itch while driving next to me. I wonder what sort of itch this was.
I'll keep reading.
Due to traffic, we separated and you caught back up to me. Funny, few hours later we saw each other on the interstate heading north. You had someone with you then. Love to help with the itch. What was I driving? And let me assist you. I know I can help. That's pretty vague, right? An itch.
Oh, come on.
Obviously, I know what he's getting at.
Yes.
He's saying that she was,
masturbating in her car.
Yeah. How obvious is it though that somebody's doing that? Unless he's like in a up tall truck and can look down and see.
Right, but obviously it looked like you seem to be taking care of an itch while driving next to me, and how they caught up with one another. So she must have made some like eye contact at some point.
Maybe that's her thing. Maybe that gets her off. She just drives around doing that and looking at people.
Yeah.
Maybe that does it for her.
You know what? It's Craigslist.
I wonder how many of these actually result in the people meeting back together. I wonder if it ever works. It's like that If You Like Pina Colada song, and it ends up being...
Champagne.
Yeah, it ends up being the person that he was trying to leave that ends up meeting him at the end. And it's like, what do you do with that? That's the most awkward thing ever. I mean, are you pissed or are you happy? You're going to have a really bad argument after that, right?
Probably so.
What do you got? Go with yours first.
Good. I looking for female head doctor.
Are we in the same order? Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Looking for female head doctor. Great insurance for the right doctor. Thanks.
Great insurance for the right doctor. And I don't pay Medicare rates either. Female head doctor.
First of all,
a psychiatrist, right? A head doctor?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're probably right.
I'm
They are
sure.
looking for a psychiatrist because I was thinking there's no such thing as a head doctor.
Well, a psychiatrist, like a shrink, right, would be a head doctor.
Unless you're like the president of a hospital or something, then you would,
Well,
but they
a
would call
brain
you like
surgeon
the,
or a cranial specialist or something like that.
see, you're so smart.
Mm, you know about all this stuff already because you're a
See, but I already go the other route. I'm already thinking like head nurse.
head nurse.
Charge nurses is what we like to call them.
Okay. Okay.
Charges, not heads. Head nurse is like from the 1950s, and we are like way beyond that.
Okay.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Moving along.
Moving along. What do you got?
That, for my baseball fans,
Okay.
catcher. Someone's looking for a catcher in Fort Myers. Batter up. Senior needs a catcher for an afternoon play today. Let's team up.
Senior needs a catcher.
Senior needs a catcher. Drop me a line with stats and area of expertise.
Area of expertise, but catching is an area of expertise.
Right. Batter up. So he's clearly the pitcher and seeking a catcher.
Clearly, yes, yes. And he's a senior.
Yeah.
Is he looking for a young catcher or an old catcher? He doesn't specify.
He doesn't say. He just wants to know your stats.
Like height and weight, or your batting average. I don't understand what's happening right now.
I don't know either. That's probably a good thing that neither of us know. We can just be blissfully
Can you
ignorant
save
and just
that one so we can reply to it with a bunch of baseball stats and see if he responds.
RBIs.
Yeah, man.
What's
90
your
pitches.
average?
Oh boy, yeah. I've been known to take people deep. No, no. Okay, nothing. All right. What happened to Heather? Oh, you used to visit so often. We rarely have a chance to get out and have our personal time now. Few times I see you. You have a friend or a guy. What has happened? I miss our topless boat rides and night nude swim excursions. Let's get back to what we had. Nobody has to know. I'm only here for season anyway. And then you can go back to the young guys. Make an old man happy again. Especially in your cute scrubs and stethoscopes.
What I want to know, okay.
How many stethoscopes does she wear?
Okay, question number one, yes. Scrubs, I can understand. There's something going on with nursing here. And these old guy, is this just a guy thing? Maybe you can answer that question for me. Is there something about a woman in scrubs that is a turn on?
There is something about one woman in scrubs that I know that is a turn on, but
Yeah.
but as a general rule,
It's not something that's ever really been
I mean
your
there is
thing
like
before.
nurse porn though. That's a porn category, right? Like everybody like the dirty nurse, like the
Why,
that's a thing.
why did you say right? You think I watch porn?
I don't think
I only hold hands. I don't know what you're talking about, Nigel.
okay, Jasmine. I mean, I've never personally witnessed you watching porn much, so I don't think. But no, I think there's two possible things here. Whenever you have a really old guy with a really young woman or a working age woman who is very attractive,
Yeah.
I think you automatically think that there are economic favors going on, if not a formal arrangement. And this one,
Maybe he just has really good health insurance because you know what? Like at my age, I've started to find that attractive, like an attractive quality.
really good health insurance.
Yeah,
Is it because your employer sucks at providing good health insurance?
this is true.
So, or it's possible that he has really good life insurance.
Well,
And if they can bang him hard enough, he might just have a heart attack and leave everything to him.
I,
So it's interesting now, but
Yeah.
he knows Heather because
Yeah,
He's
he's
continued to pursue. He says, "A few times I see you now. You have a friend or a guy.
yeah.
What has happened? I missed our topless boat rides
And
and
nude
night
swim.
nude swim excursions. Let's get back to what we had."
That sounds phenomenal.
This guy,
This is a romantic.
this is a lamentation. He's
This
jealous.
this is a romantic gesture and a desperate one to be on Craigslist.
Make an old man happy again.
But
I'm only here
okay.
for the season anyway, and then you can go back to the
But
young
is there
guys.
really a Heather? Or is this guy saying, "Hey, I'm old. I have a boat. I want you to ride topless
Yep.
and we're going to skinny dip and then we're going to fornicate." And then
Do you think they only fornicate, or do you think they fivenicate?
well, it depends on if they went to the Viagra Triangle or not.
Okay, all right.
I would say this guy takes Viagra though, just
I think this guy's probably been to the Viagra Triangle. Although
I think I've probably danced with him before.
I don't know where Matt Laka is.
Matt Lachey.
That's how you know that this guy is not originally from
Matt Lachey.
Matt Laka. We can throw that in the caravan of corrections next time.
All right.
Your turn.
Oh, yeah. Seeking male yoga student. Female yoga instructor looking for a male student I used to see on Friday nights. He would come to my place and we would have a 1-hour session for $80. I forgot his name, so posting here was the only way I can think to reconnect with him. If you are not him, but are interested in a 1-hour yoga session, email me. I'm available to have sessions at my home most of this evening.
So this is not really about yoga, is it?
Whatever gave you that idea?
What do you think he's talking about?
She.
Oh, she's talking.
She, female yoga instructor looking for male students
For
$80.
$80 for an hour?
$80, make you holla.
Oh, so this is like an Asian massage parlor style yoga
This is like,
session
yes.
proposition.
Yeah. This is her just saying like, hey, I'm a yoga instructor and you can come to my place and I will give
And
you a
bang me.
private. No, I'm going to give you a private yoga lesson for $80 for an hour and then you go home.
Doesn't it seem really safe to invite a perfect male stranger to your home, into your home for an intimate yoga lesson? Are you sure that's all she's going for here with this? Just perfectly clean, good, clean fun yoga. I'm going to teach it to you. And I want new men that I've never met who I don't know who they are.
Yes, I'm going to do a downward dog.
Okay.
And
We should respond to that one too.
I'm going child pose now.
Are you going to save these so we can respond to them and see what we get back for next podcast? Hey, if anybody wants to see us clown these people, just give us a comment or something after this episode is posted. I've got another one. This one says Home Depot, Cape Coral. You saw me in the tool section of Home Depot and told me I was handling the tools good. I told you a polished tool is a happy tool. You asked if I could come over to your house sometime and polish your tool. And I said, yes, I could do that for you, but your friend came along before I could get your number. I'm 45 and you're about 60. If you see this, oh, this is a woman. I think this is a woman, right?
I don't think so.
Or maybe it's just a couple dudes, right? If you see this, hit me up and let's make it happen. I also told about a secret I have. You thought it was cool. So they all have a little code language thing where it's like you have to, in order to identify yourself, you have to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Well, because a picture
Would
wouldn't
that work
do.
on you?
A picture wouldn't do, right?
No.
Just email me your picture so I know it's you. It always has to be like, I told you a secret about my second cousin. What was it? You know, it's like some weird thing.
My second cousin used a double-ended hammer when he would...
A polished. But it's cool because, wait. Jazz Cam, can you show me that again? A double-ended hammer. Where it's Don't. I don't think that's how that works, but
I don't know. Do I
it's
look
safe to
like
say Jazmine does not work at the Home
I
Depot.
was gonna say, you know what? I used to work at Heckinger when I was younger, which is like a Home Depot kind of store up north.
Okay.
I was in the garden center, mainly working on the pesticides. That explains a lot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Well, you know who to sue then if you ever get cancer.
that's a good point. Heckinger, I used to carry a lot, and we never used gloves.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Is that why your
like
hands look funny?
they don't look funny.
You sure?
Go back to the double-handed, double-headed hammer.
The double-headed hammer.
Bum, bum, bum.
Next time I introduce you, I'm going to be like, and she's carrying her double-headed hammer. Let's do one more each, and then we'll move on to Florida Man.
Ah,
I found the one that you mentioned to me earlier.
well, okay, so I
So I'm going to dive into mine, and then you can do yours. You giving me the look? Because you're like, I don't know.
Walmart Bear Cub this afternoon
Okay.
in Cape Coral.
Walmart Bear Cub.
Yes, this is for the little pumas like myself.
Pumas?
Cougars.
Cougar?
Cougars.
That means you like to go around and pick up 25-year-olds?
No,
Okay. Well, then you're not a cougar.
no, I retired that.
You're just a MILF.
Okay.
I'll accept that.
You were the cute bear cub coming into Walmart as I was leaving. You had a great ginger beard. We checked each other out. In fact, you even backed up to check me out a second time. Would love to meet. Tell me what you noticed about me so I know it's you. Woof. I can't even. Woof. Who ends their thing barking?
Is she a dog or a cat?
No, she woofed.
That okay.
It would be like if she was given the pussy call, it'd be like meow.
Okay, so this is a dude. You're talking about a guy.
No.
How do you know that's not a guy that wrote that? Does he use any female pronouns or
What guy would say cute bear cub?
a
Would
gay
you-
guy?
Oh my God, you're the cute bear cub. That's like a mom.
All right, let me see, and I'm gonna read it to you as an effeminate man.
No, that's totally.
I'm very good. I can do this very well. I just give it a chance, okay? You were the cute bear cub coming to Walmart as I was leaving. You had a great ginger beard. We checked each other out. In fact, you even backed up to check me out a second time. Would love to meet. Tell me what you noticed about me so I know it's you. Woof! Now tell me that a gay guy could not have written that. You got nothing. She's like, okay, we just offended every gay person in Collier County with that. Sorry, people, sorry.
Cape Coral.
Oh, that was a Cape Coral. Sorry, Cape Coral. All right.
You don't. The next one. I don't know.
Oh, you want to do the next one?
I want you to read the next one.
That one? Okay, I knew that's the one you wanted, so that's why I saved it. Which character would you like me to read it as, of all the ones that I've done tonight? Like, what's...
I just want you to give it to me like if you were the author, what does that author sound like to you?
Okay, like, what does it sound like? How did she get another bone? Okay, it's going to be noisy for the last part of the podcast, everybody. Okay, this is what we have. It says, dinner at the Y, Fort Myers. This guy would love to have dinner at my favorite restaurant tonight. I believe it's called the Y. Seeking a mature female dining partner. I love you. That's how I think it would go.
I would totally.
The Y is not a restaurant, though. It's not.
It's fun to stay at the Y.
It is fun.
And if you read it to me like that, I would respond to your ad.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
All right. I can read it to you in another style. You tell me if you would
Okay.
still respond.
Okay, wait, no. I've got one last one because I know you haven't scrolled to see this one yet. And this is totally, this is great. This is dude on dude, but like, I love this one so much.
This is the one that we talked about.
No.
This is a different one. Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with it.
Lost touch with my young BDSM master.
Okay.
It's already like,
Yeah, right off the rip.
yeah, this is like
My
real.
BDSM master's gone, so I'm available.
We met a few times on Grindr, but lost touch. You were young, maybe 25 or so, very dominant. I would take care of your gas money and travel expenses while you visited me. You shoved your dirty sneakers in my face, called me names, and made me feel like a real loser. I loved it and miss it very much.
Wow.
Hoping to meet up again and hear from another guy for a similar arrangement.
Wow, so this is just an abuse junkie.
This BDSM.
Well, but that's only...
I know you've seen that category before.
Yeah, I am. But but
I am.
whatever, you know what I mean? I have. But
Yeah.
the point is, though, there's two roles. There's several roles, right? And there's different variations of the master thing.
Right.
But masters aren't the ones. There's givers and receivers, and that guy's clearly a receiver.
Yeah, no, he's totally the sub.
Yeah, the
And-
sub, dom sub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
You would watch that video. If those two guys made a video, you would watch it.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, but if it were male female, I would. With somebody shoving a dirty
Whatever.
sneaker
You're
in somebody's mouth.
You're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown.
They're
Okay.
hazel.
So you're full of not very healthy shit.
Moving on.
Moving on. Uh-oh. Got the look. Got the look. So we have one other thing to go over tonight before we sign off, and it's an awesome Florida man story, which you discovered. So tell me how you came across this discovery.
Oh, I was just browsing some interesting stuff, and I came across this woman that was at the Miami airport and just going through baggage claim.
Yeah.
And she started with a bikini on and just started stripping confidently as she's walking through the...
Confidently or competently?
confidently as she's walking through the terminal.
Okay. So I don't think we could set it up any better than that. Let's check the video out. Maybe you can give us the play-by-play.
I would love to do that.
If it's going to play. I don't know if it's going to play. Here we go.
Oh, here she goes. There she's singing. You can hear her. There it goes. There's her top. And then this jackass gets in the way.
Oh, there, that's everything off.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just like shimmies right out of her panties.
Okay. I don't know, is this still the same video or this is a commercial for something
No,
else?
that's something else.
So this woman is, you're
Yeah.
you're right about being quite confident.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is a bra and panties. It's kind of starting to not look like a bathing suit there. But,
Well, maybe it is because look, you can see now how bikinis have that little tie, sometimes around the waist there where I'm pointing. Maybe it is a bikini, but you're saying
don't
you think it's
know.
underwear?
It's hard to tell. Either way, though, she loses it all.
You know what we're doing right now?
We're analyzing.
We've done this with 2 videos now with the women
Yeah.
and another video with the guy. But what we're doing with these women videos, we're watching grainy videos, zooming in, trying to figure out what's going on with the woman, which is what every 11-year-old boy does whenever they come across a video like this.
What does that say about me?
Well, you're actually 9. Wow, so look at this. So she's just walking, and she is singing. Let's listen to the song that she's singing. Can you make sure she doesn't do anything? Thank you. Okay, here we go.
She's got a nice voice.
Yeah, okay, so she's not particularly on pitch, but it is a pleasant voice, right?
Right.
And she looks pretty young, too. Like, how old do you think this girl is? Yeah, I mean, she's skinny, right?
Yeah, she's got a good body.
Yeah, so she's skinny.
She's got a nice butt.
And so they arrested her, and that's probably a good idea, right? Because if you're at the airport with your family, you're probably going to, if you're a kid, be bothered by something like this. Or if you're an 11-year-old boy kind of kid, you're probably not going to be bothered by this at all.
No, but I would probably be. I would probably be doing what the man that's filming this is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would very well have pulled out my phone too.
To make a video?
Yeah.
I can't believe that everybody in the joint wasn't making a video.
I know. When you
how
look
are these people
around,
not all out on their
when
phones
you look
right now?
around, like, just play it back. Is anybody else really looking at her other than the guy that works
I don't think they
there?
noticed it yet. I don't think they noticed it yet. Let me go over to this here and restart it.
And she says something like either loving or lovely.
Okay, here we go. So there's a hard cut right here too. Like this video's been edited.
You know what's sad?
That's the cut. So she goes from having her pants on to having them completely off.
You know what's sad?
What?
She is not going to get that job at Disney now.
Well, I don't know. You can't see her face in the video. There's probably more to this video.
She's not too busty.
You know what my great hope for this is that this is just an elaborate prank and that the guy making the video is just like her buddy. Or maybe it's a girl making the video. We don't know.
I think the article, though, from the news article, credited the filmmaker.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little... I mean, I guess if there's a woman walking around in a bikini in an airport and you're a filmmaker, it might make sense. Oh, this is interesting. Like, and I'm an opportunistic filmmaker, maybe I'll do it. But it all seems kind of set up, you know, like, because she's not stumbling around. She doesn't seem like she's intoxicated. She seems very free, carefree, and at ease.
Yeah. But, I mean, at what expense? I mean...
Well, she's going to jail.
Well, she is going to jail.
She's going to spend a couple nights in jail, and then...
Yeah. But, you know...
She'll pay a fine for some misdemeanor charge. It's not a felony.
And then again, you upload this, and then how many hits do you get on YouTube?
Yeah, it's okay. That's what leads me to believe that it's not... that they're not in cahoots, right? Because the TV program already had it. The TV news already had the video. And what are they going to pay? You know? It's not going to go viral now because it's on some crummy TV website in Miami.
Yeah, but you already were able to find it on YouTube.
Yeah, it only has 600 hits, though. This one.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that we've talked about it, I'm sure that it's going to blow up and explode and make the guy $1 million.
I hope so. I hope that us sharing about the woman arrested for stripping naked at the Miami airport, does make him a millionaire, and we made somebody's dreams come true tonight.
I hope so. I hope it makes her a millionaire. I hope she gets a record contract with that lovely velvety voice that she has.
Of loving
And she can,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she can do her videos with her topless outfit, her birthday suit.
Well, I mean, you frequented the Miami strip clubs before, Nigel. Are like
I have never been to a strip club.
in Miami?
Correct. Went to the Clevelander. That's not a strip club. That's a place that has naked women that work there, but it's not a strip club.
What's the difference?
Well, they wear body paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, on that note, we're not sponsored by the Clevelander, so other than their really cool name, we suggest that you don't give them your money unless you want to. But we have to wrap it up because we are already at the 1 hour and 5 minute mark, and most of our audience is so pissed off at us that they've already abandoned our show. But you can certainly follow us on Twitter, Tipcast2. You can follow us on Facebook, please. Like, subscribe, leave a comment on YouTube. We're not going to edit this video. It's going to be raw. And I would like to thank the imitable, tastefully dressed Jazmine Starr for joining us and for her continued efforts to find Gabby Fallon. And we need everybody to just pray that Gabby returns from the Viagra Triangle safely so that we can continue our search for Swamp Ape. And so that so that we can finally tally up the votes on our Merkin contest that I won. Okay, I'm Nigel Kent. Everybody have a great night. How do you turn this thing off?